We are back with episode 11, the Great 11, in honor of Larry Fitzgerald. We are going to talk football this week with my great buds.
So yeah, shout out Big 11, shout out Big Larry Fitz. I mean, he was the man. But we have another special guest, as I like to call him. We have a very close friend of mine since the elementary school days. It is Ryan West.
That's right. Hello. Hi. Hello, everybody.
A
Welcome, Ryan.
big man, and big DC.
That's right. That is where I live now.
Shout
What's your
out.
address?
Yeah, oh, you want to just tell me the full address?
Yeah,
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
nice, nice.
Real. So yeah, what a honestly, this week of football was kind of shite. There was a lot of bad injuries.
Thank you for censoring yourself.
You're welcome. You have to
But
keep
not
it
in the
PG.
UK. This
Yeah,
episode's
well,
banned in England now.
Shite.
yeah. Unfortunately, Chef Ramsay is gonna break down my freaking door and
The
just
G-
like call me an idiot sandwich,
G has to watch the Saints lose every week.
dude. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
It's
that was a rough game,
it's
Griffin.
so bad. Every time I like turn it back on, another fucking player gets hurt. Like I swear to God, I think I saw 5 Saints players get hurt, and I was like, you know what? What's a little bit more pain, huh?
yeah.
There
Well,
were quite a bit of injuries this week.
when you're using,
Dude.
well, yeah, they were on third string offensive linemen and they were missing their two receivers. So really good and awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah, unfortunately, our boy Spencer didn't look very good that game. The Saints' offense really just looked horribly dysfunctional. Their O-line was giving them no protection. They just couldn't get anything started. It was a real bad game.
This is
They
every
didn't-
week,
I
every
agree.
week.
Yeah, I agree.
Shout out the Broncos defense, though. They're legit.
Yeah, shout out Cortland Sutton for getting a big whopping 0 points, bro.
I started the Saints defense, unfortunately.
Nice.
Nice, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted them
Broncos
to
cooked
this
them.
week, Matthew, but I'm so glad you took them before I had the opportunity to get home.
Yeah. Yeah, Spencer Rattler
Ball
looked
security.
yeah, he looked great holding the ball.
Good.
Oh wait, no, he didn't.
Two lost fumbles.
Are you kidding me? Look at those Broncos receivers, bro.
I got a question for you guys. If you were given 7 carries, do you think you can get 10 yards
Oh, dude, I'm getting fucking blown up.
against
Yeah,
an NFL defense?
I no. I don't think I
NFL
get
speed
10.
is
You don't think you
crazy.
could be as good as Alvin Kamara?
No.
How
Because
many-
he also got 6 receptions,
Oh.
so he at least got like 9 points in fantasy.
Wow.
How many yards do you need
Yeah.
to get?
He didn't get 0.
Wow.
Do you think you could get 2 yards?
I could get 0 at least. I feel like 0, but
Yeah.
not much more because there are people on defensive lines that weigh like 2 times what I weigh. So
Amen to that. I definitely make it back to the line of scrimmage. That's probably about it. If I'm lucky, I get a crispy 1 yard.
Jason Kelsey thinks the average person can gain a few yards.
That's what I'm saying. I think
He is not.
I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit.
but behind the Saints offensive
Oh, well,
line,
Well, if it's
Yeah.
against the Saints defense too, like you could just
Bro.
It depends on the O-line because there's times it's wide open field. I'm like,
That's
dude,
true.
it's
Yeah,
great.
if
But you have to rule out injuries because if it's injuries, I'm not going to make it past one carry.
Real.
So,
That is just real, ladies and gentlemen.
my ankle's
But
gonna be like Chris Godwin's.
yeah, Javonte Williams
don't,
actually
don't
looked like
even.
oh.
Javante,
Yeah, Javonte Williams looked great for once in his life.
you got 2 touchdowns, so yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
That
Bo-
helps.
Bo Nix got almost 8 times the rush yards as Alvin Kamara.
yeah, but well, Bo Nix is the goat. I think we all know that Bo Nix is the goat.
The
Yeah,
real
a lot of people making fun of that pick, but it's looking pretty good right about now.
Shout out Bo Nix. Shout out the Patriots sucking a big load
Go
of
ahead
shit.
and skim over this
What
game.
do you expect, Drake May? You know,
Drake
I-
May looked amazing though. Don't get me wrong.
I tried tuning into this game. I have Sunday ticket, right? And then the
Shout out Sunday
NFL,
Psycho.
because I'm on the East Coast now, I'm like, oh my God, I can watch the London games now. And then Sunday ticket doesn't even have this one, which was probably a good thing from shielding me from this. This was a bad matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Drake May looked great. On paper, Hunter Henry went crazy. Yeah, I don't see Demario Douglas really doing well. this
Yeah,
game,
I'm
which
glad that the
sucks.
Demario Douglas train has derailed already because I figured it would.
If
Yeah.
Hank Bigsby isn't picked up in your league, pick him up now. He looks so much better than ETN.
Real.
Yeah. John, I thought you tried to get DeMario.
Well, I put in a claim for him, but
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
oh. But you thought but
Really?
the train is
You,
over.
yeah, but you derailed the.
have you
Okay.
seen the other guys? He's the only one that's like pick upable.
No,
Well, at least you say he's able to be picked up. Usually, some guys, I mean, they just have to fly straight to Cancun. You know
Only
what
if
I
you have
mean?
a spot for him.
pick pick pick
I have
upable.
2 other leagues that I can't pick him up because I'd be dropping a better player.
He it's tough out there on waivers. So
It really do be, but a dark horse rookie candidate. I don't know if he's really dark horse anymore. For rookie of the year is Brian Thomas Jr. Man, he is awesome. I say it
yeah.
every week because
Yep,
he's awesome.
he's on the waiver wire. Yep, go get him.
I mean, he's looking like he should have gone fourth overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to
Let's
talk.
start for Marv.
No, we would find a way to not throw it to him anyway.
Yeah,
That's so real though.
we'll get into Marv later, but yeah, I mean the Jaguars won a game for once. Shocking.
That's
Shout
good.
out the
Oh,
Jaguars.
Seahawks, Falcons.
Michael Penis Jr.
Okay.
Shout out Michael Penis Jr. for his 14-yard throw.
Kyle Pitts loves getting yards and not scoring touchdowns.
Real.
Well, at least he's getting you yards.
Yeah,
no,
I
literally.
drafted
That's true.
him. He didn't
That's
get
true.
anything.
I'm a little spoiled, but yeah, he
And,
just gets yards now.
Drake London just loves getting touchdowns, apparently.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know why he's still
London's
so good.
No, London's good. He's good.
Because he's fire, probably.
That is good.
Bro is wide receiver 3 right now. That's insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I wasn't much of a London fan coming into the season, but
Oh,
he's
was
really
I.
proven me wrong.
I was
Even-
heavy in on London. I love my boy.
Even despite Kirk Cousins not looking all that great, Kirk's kind of struggled against good defenses this year.
Real. But Bijan looks amazing. Thank God. And yeah, I know DK's out for like 1 to 2 weeks, which kind of stinks. Stinks like
Yeah.
poop.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been good.
But it stinks. But yeah,
So
Gino
has
looked
Kenneth
good.
Walker. Kenneth Walker's been incredible. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
seen his fantasy stats. He's had 0 bad games this entire season.
He's been insane.
Literally
Like
not.
looking better than Bijan.
Yeah, Kenneth
Yeah.
Walker's the man. I've always loved my boy Kenneth.
Yeah,
Kenneth.
he was the guy I was trying to target last year, but didn't fall to me. He's
Also, I
always
just
been a good
wanna-
player.
I just want to shout out, early season tight end. Noah Fant.
Dude, is that
Oh,
a Noah
Yes.
Fant mention?
Get Noah
Noah
Fant.
Fant,
I picked him
Manson.
up in a league. Get him.
He's cooking along with Tucker Kraft. It's
Tucker Craft.
it's like I'm a
Tucker
genius.
Kraft.
It's like I'm a genius.
It's
but
like you're the tight end guru.
I'm the guru. I'm the tight
Cooking
end
that,
guru.
cooking that
The
Kraft
guru.
mac and cheese.
Uh,
Anyways,
Wow, that was awesome.
Dude, what is that down there in the bottom corner? Who's dead?
who's dead?
Breaking
What?
news, one dead.
What?
What are you talking? Oh, yeah. We have to
Oh
see
my.
this.
E. coli outbreak at McDonald's.
No! No.
It's the quarter pounders, but it doesn't affect Arizona so far. So
Why we don't have
John, you're
quarter
gonna-
pounders?
Danielle, Washington, D.C.
Quarter pounders.
John, you're
I
gonna
think
get
the
McDonald's
closest
anyways.
place- the closest place it affects is Colorado.
John, you
What
you
about the
did.
East Coast?
No, it's mostly like Montana and those cringe places.
Let's go.
John,
I
you'd
can
eat
get
a
my-
quarter pounder if there was E. coli all over it.
Anyway, um,
Oh
So
man.
Griffin, you're wearing a Bills hat. Talk to me about this.
Yeah, Bills, go Bills, right?
Go Bills, 5-2, baby. I really like that Keon Coleman had to tell Amari Cooper to run a post and then he catches a touchdown. That was fucking incredible. It's actually nice to have a good receiver again. James Cook kind of looked like poop, but I know he was injured. But if you have James Cook, you need Ray Davis on your team. Like you need to get him.
Yeah,
He's looked good with the opportunities. he's
Yeah.
gotten.
Ray Davis, the future.
Like Ray Davis is my guy. But yeah, I mean they looked great. all game,
And if
except
you
the
have,
first quarter. But
yeah, well,
Yeah, yeah, well.
if you have Tony Pollard,
Uh,
you need Julius Chestnut.
Julius Chestnut.
shout out the boy Julius Chestnut.
I was offered a trade with Tony Pollard in it today.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
well, that's because the guy that owns Tony Pollard in our league just offers everybody
I know exactly who owns Tony Pollard
the
now. Okay,
master.
the master.
Seems
Okay,
I got a trade from the master.
real. Yeah. I mean,
What
this
else
was
do you expect from a game that Mason Rudolph is quarterbacking? This is
right. Yeah. I mean,
Julius Chestnut.
DeAndre Hopkins with a crisp 1 catch, -2 yards.
Yeah, he sucks.
Wash.
free
He's-
my man.
There's not a whole lot to, I mean, the Titans are horrible.
Yeah,
like-
this
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
really.
I mean, wow, I'm surprised the Bills beat the worst team ever.
Woohoo!
Well, no, actually, before we move on, actually, I wanted to say I usually shout out tight ends that aren't big name guys,
You better not
but
say
I would
Okonkwo.
probably be going to buy Dalton Kincaid after a slow start.
Okay.
And we're going to get to the Lions game too, and I would say the same thing about Laporta, but take advantage of these garbage starts by these guys because they're going to get targets throughout the season.
I know you bought
Yeah.
low on. I don't really even think you. I think your trade with John was pretty fair in my
It was pretty
league.
good.
Yeah, I mean Chubb or Hubbard.
I mean,
for
Chuba had a better game than Laporta, but I think in the long run, with how tight
Yeah.
tight end is, I'm cool with it.
Well,
And
Yeah,
on Kincaid too, like Cooper being there just opens up the field more for him. That he'll
Yeah.
get his opportunities. He's going to get better looking opportunities too. I'd agree with that.
for Shizzle. Shout out. Shout out Joe Burrow for being awesome. I love Joey B. I love Jamar Chase and T Higgins. They're awesome.
T. Higgins.
Yeah,
T. Higgins is
a lot more
T. Higgins on
awesome.
fire lately. You gotta-
Yeah.
oh, who would have guessed T. Higgins would be a good football player? No, it's cool.
Okay, I don't know when I
No
ever
one
said.
said he sucks.
When did I ever say he was a bad
there are
football
some
player?
there are some haters in our league with T. Higgins. Just want
T. Higgins is good.
Yeah,
I
T
mean,
Higgins is
um,
fine.
He's not Jamar Chase, but
I don't know. Chase obviously looks terrible. No, I'm just kidding. I have
yeah.
a point to make though.
Let's hear your
All
point.
right.
How do you beat the Cleveland Browns by 1 touchdown after losing to Deshaun Watson? So I actually watched this game.
I'm
And
sorry.
I was
Why?
very well, because I love watching the Bengals. I love Joe Burrow.
Joey B.
I love
It
Joe
was the
Burrow.
most unimpressive win. Well, actually, last week was the most unimpressive against the Giants, but this one was another really terrible, unimpressive win. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Bengals are frauds.
I'm scared.
Real.
I like literally. I don't know what their offense needs to do, but it's very whatever. In
David-
fantasy,
Yeah.
it's okay.
David
but-
Njoku.
And
Yeah.
one of those
Am I right?
touchdowns was a special teams touchdown, so it wasn't like their
yeah,
offense was on fire.
literally, there's just 2 touchdowns, and then there was a cliff with everyone else. So
real.
Yeah, and Joku got 14 targets this game.
I know. I mean,
that's
you got to talk about
that's insane.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the effect of trading Amari Cooper away. And
You have to throw to someone.
You gotta get into Njoku.
Duty, am I right, Griffin?
and losing their quarterback. So
Dude, don't get me started about stinky Jeffrey Jody.
Dude, he sucks so bad, dude.
Dude, he really does. He is so.
Why would you draft him?
I needed a wide receiver 5.
There's probably some better wide receiver 5s out there.
I don't know. But listen, I'm still going to hang on to him because he has the GOAT, Jameis Winston, throwing to him now. And I know that boy throws the ball, so I know he's going to get his looks. He's going to stay on the bench, but his trade value still will be crappy.
All right.
I'm just saying that because no one wants Jerry Jeudy.
I'd
But
give you a bag of Lay's chips for him.
I have Lay's chips in my room, so I feel like that would just harm me more than help me.
Hey,
But-
on the bright side, Alvin Kamara and Nick Chubb got like the same stat line pretty much.
Yeah, Nick Chubb back.
Nick
Oh,
Chubb,
Andrew.
shout out, Mr. Chubb.
2
Mr.
yards
Chubb.
per carry, man. What is going on in Cleveland?
See, I could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did
I
better
can
than
do
that.
I am Nick Chubb.
First game back, Gotta
very loyal.
take some time to warm up.
Ugh. It's not
unfortunately.
even like the Bengals defense is all that good too.
No,
They're
it's
actually
not.
like horrible at run
It's
defense.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, very bad.
Yeah, but I'm glad to see him get a touchdown, though. You love to see that.
The Mickey Mouse touchdown.
Come on.
All right, the power of
Ooh,
friendship.
I watched this one.
God, the Texans suck.
I watch a lot of Packers games. That defense is legit. That defense is
It
legit.
is. It is.
Jordan Love throws a lot of Jordan Love has like 5 throws per game where I just like watch it and I'm like, why on earth like would you make that? And then he has like another 5 throws that are just like incredible. Like I don't know how you threaded the needle. I believe it was their first touchdown. He just like threaded it through the defender and then hit. I forgot who caught it. Let me.
Was
I
that
think it was.
Kraft or Jacobs?
There's
I think it
Tucker
was
Kraft.
Wicks. I think, and then Wicks just like catches
John
it.
Tavian.
That was genuinely an incredible throw. Jordan Love is legit. The
He actually
Packers,
reminds me a ton of Brett Favre.
yeah,
Like
very true.
dude is gonna make some impressive throws, but he's also gonna throw some picks, and I think
Yeah.
he's actually leading the league in picks.
Yeah, he's throwing. I mean, his picks aren't pretty either. I mean, the one against I forget which one it was, but it was the
And
Rams.
that's also after missing games. too.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, Josh Jacobs with his first ever receiving touchdown. That's
yeah.
huge.
How did it take him that long for that?
Oh, gee,
On the
I wonder.
Raiders.
Then CJ
Stroud
Stroud.
is
Yep. We have to talk about Houston. This just absolute disappointment.
So Joe Mixon is the only reason that they were in
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah, real.
I mean, look at that receiving, bro.
whoa, Dalton Schultz leading the team in
I-
receiving.
One catch for 28 yards.
I mean, the Packers defense is like legitimately good. Like,
It is.
They've been slept on. Firing Joe Barry did wonders for their defense.
Well, yeah, that's valid. But Joe Mixon still is amazing. Nobody thought he was going to be poopy, but Dalton Schultz, my main man with 28 yards. That's all I needed from him. I just needed him not to get 0, and he didn't get 0.
Don't.
Stroud
I
really.
think you needed about like 80 more points from them.
Don't worry. We'll get into our matchup. Don't you even worry. We'll get into that. We'll get into that soon.
I feel like fantasy-wise, Stroud is not showing up to what he's supposed to be at this point.
He just doesn't have rushing upside.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the meta with quarterbacks
Whoa,
nowadays.
he got more yards than Kamara. What are we talking about?
Shout out the 19 yards.
There's just so many other quarterbacks that you're right have the rushing upside, and he just does not at all.
Yeah.
That limits him.
And
I mean,
Tank Dell got
he's
0.
still like a top 10 guy, top 10, 12 maybe.
As a quarterback, he's like 10 for sure, arguably even top 5. But as a fantasy quarterback,
As a
not
fantasy,
really.
yes, yeah. No, as a regular QB, yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Oh,
Yay.
dude.
Great game
Okay.
here.
I
Okay.
really.
What were you doing if you're watching this game, other than if you're a
John's
Dolphins or Colts
John's a
fan?
football addict, I think.
So, this game, take a look. Enjoy this stat line. This might be the last week that the Dolphins will be without Tua.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Devon Achane is about to be the greatest
Yeah,
player in the
Tua
history of
needs
the
to
world.
resurrect this team, dude.
Big
So-
time.
Yeah.
He's looking like he's going to play next weekend. We'll have to see. He has to clear protocol. But Johnny Smith is the GOAT. And that's it. Alec Ingold has 25 receiving yards for God knows what reason. But here we are. That's my Dolphins take.
Yeah.
Building on that, I think I would actually say just go buy Dolphins players while they're still low. 'Cause
Absolutely.
you could probably get Tyreek for actually very cheap. And now he's about to have the quarterback back.
But do you think people are going to sell Tyreek right when
no,
Tua comes back?
Yeah.
Holding Tyreek at this point, like you've been holding him like for Tua to come back. I don't know if Tyreek, maybe Jalen Waddle, just because he's looked so bad.
I would bet on Waddle more than Tyreek Hill. Try to get him.
Yeah. Achan's gonna be also perfectly fine when I think the whole offense will look just 10 times better with Tua, but we gotta talk about Anthony Richardson not knowing how to make a fucking completion because his completion percentage is so ass. God.
He's
It's pretty bad.
so much better as a fantasy quarterback than a real life quarterback. Like he's probably bottom 10 real life quarterback. He just has his stat lines are awful. He's just got
Yeah.
accuracy issues, but he runs the football really well at least. So he's a very confusing player. I don't like having players on my team that are just like bad in real life but good in fantasy, and I don't know.
And every time he runs, you have to be concerned that he's going to get a career-altering injury.
Yeah, dude. He's just
So
somehow so fragile. But
this
yeah,
game isn't a whole lot to judge with this game. Dolphins are missing the quarterback.
No.
Colts are mid. Honestly, I literally think the Colts are better with Joe Flacco, but here we are. Um,
The
honestly, I agree.
Dolphins the Dolphins got like close to the end zone a couple of times. I was keeping up with this game because Griffin had the beautiful Colts defense, and they just got like inside the 10 and then they turned it over, like just silly
Shout
mistakes
out
like
that Colts
that.
defense for once in their lives. My God.
yeah,
But yeah,
that's what happens when you give it to Alec Ingold.
yeah. You're expecting amazing things to happen when he touches the ball. That's hilarious.
Alec Ingold.
So the game of the week, in my opinion, right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
So Jahmyr Gibbs is him. If you thought Jahmyr Gibbs wasn't him, you're an idiot. Because
Okay.
he's awesome. Same with Jared Goff. Jared Goff is quietly like
He's good.
I don't want to put him top 10 because that's blasphemous. But
Oh, whoa, I think it's not. I think it's
you
very,
don't think so?
I think he's
Oh.
very much in that conversation.
Top
You
10.
kidding me?
In the
You kidding me?
conversation,
He's in the MVP conversation. He's easily top 10.
I like to hear that. Thank you, because I
Yeah.
thought I was about to get degraded for that.
No, Goff is
Um,
great. Granted, he has weapons and an offensive mastermind at OC.
and
but
one of the
he's still
best
producing.
offensive lines in the league, if
Yeah.
not the best offensive line in the league. I mean, the Lions are loaded with talent on offense.
Mm-hmm.
It really like Goff doesn't need to be like that good of a quarterback when you got an offense
Exactly.
loaded with weapons.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
he
yeah.
plays well. He plays well.
I mean, he just does it and throw incompletions, man. Like this game, and there was one game he went perfect. Like he just. I think they're just very comfortable. Like they pretty much have, I think, like close to the same roster they had last year. So he's just throwing to the same guys. I mean, Amon-Ra looks fantastic. The only player on my team that really did anything this week. Shout out my boy Amon-Ra. But
I'm Monroe.
Amon-Ra.
Monroe.
Amon-Ra.
got one catch
Pacheco.
again. This
Isaiah Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Isaiah
He's
Pacheco.
he's eligible to come back next week. Isaiah
Yeah,
Pacheco.
and he won't.
I know.
He can
I'm
take his time.
I'm really holding out hope. But dude.
You're only saying that because you have Kareem Hunt.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
he can take
Yeah.
his time.
That's odd. This isn't the Chiefs game.
Hey John, shut the fuck
So
up.
Sam Laporta got one catch again, and it wasn't a touchdown. And then I wanted to point out
Yeah, this isn't the Chiefs game.
it's just noise, but
Mahomes is the GOAT.
brother in Christ,
Sorry.
the Vikings are in trade talks with the Rams.
Okay.
About Matthew Stafford, so that'd be a little odd, but here we are. Yeah.
What?
Hell yeah.
That's crazy. That would be hard to imagine.
I love that Sam Darnold has just been like awesome all year, and then he loses one game, and they're like, "We need
Not even-
help."
Yeah, not even
He looks
that.
legitimately good.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
still have McCarthy. Why would they do that?
because they're the Rams.
No, I'm talking about why the Vikings would trade for him.
Yeah.
They don't need to.
I think it's just smoke. I don't like that's a big nothing burger to me, honestly.
A big nothing burger.
Yeah.
Yummy.
It's very sad. This is the week that I bet a David Montgomery touchdown because I was like, dude has scored in the last 8 games, and then he goes and
Oh.
doesn't. So that's cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't help he got hurt, and then they're like,
So
okay,
very, very awesome. Very awesome.
So
Cool.
we have old ass Aaron Jones still being a beast.
Yeah, dude, shout out Aaron Jones. Shout out Justin Jefferson for being
Yeah.
amazing. One of my favorite players to watch in the league. He is just dynamite.
he's all right.
Just loaded
Okay,
this
okay,
year.
stop glazing him. Jeez.
Oh,
Yeah, hey, what did we say about Saquon Barkley legacy game?
yeah, I guess we have to talk about
We
Oh, the
were
Gi-
all
Gi-
right.
So the Giants were really good here.
I'm very
Um,
happy I have Saquon Barkley on my football team.
Bro, I had 3 Giants players on my team, dude.
You had
Yeah.
3?
Well, I didn't start. I only started
Oh.
1, but I had
Oh,
3
okay.
on my team. I
I'm
didn't
like,
start
dude. I'm like, you are in
Wandale with that.
You.
the legendary 6 reception, 23-yard stat line.
I started Singletary, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
sorry.
tough.
Yeah, I've been on the Tyrone Tracy train this whole time, and you start Singletary.
Well, I thought he was like going to be the starter,
I mean, I guess you only would have gained 5 yards,
but
so
it looks very split, unfortunately.
And they lost Andrew Thomas. I don't know for how long, but an Andrew Thomas injury really just limits the ability for the Giants to like do things on offense. Like he's so good.
That's fair.
They're actually visiting with DJ Humphries, which is the Cardinals boy.
Really?
Yeah, they need a left tackle. I mean, it's not like a win now year, so I'm not sure why, but there you go.
Yeah, AJ
Uh,
Brown is awesome still. He's
you
still
know,
it's
fumbled
go.
on the Grant Calcaterra call out, but this just means go out and get Goddard while he's still hurt.
The Eagles are a good team.
Very
wow.
well,
Thanks, Matthew.
maybe.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's a maybe. It is the Giants.
It's the Giants, and I'm looking at and they just ran all over him, and Hurts is he's still Jalen Hurts.
He's
Yeah,
still,
but
yeah.
the Hurts Saquon stack is incredible because every time the Eagles get inside the 10-yard line, I'm like, oh yeah, here come my 6 points.
It's so lame to go up against. I don't think you guys understand how stupid it is. Because I'm like, oh my god, they scored again. It's always Hurts or Barkley.
Well, if you only have Barkley, you'd be pretty pissed.
I would be.
Wish
Yeah,
I drafted Barkley. I drafted Jonathan Taylor instead. Who's been good, but has
he's
been injured.
fine.
He's been injured.
Taylor, shout out UW Madison.
Real.
But I loved owning Jalen Hurts in fantasy, dude. He's like at 2 at halftime, and then it's 22 after
Yeah,
that.
he's such a mid. Oh my god, I hate going against Jalen Hurts every single time I do.
I think the last thing I got to say about this game is Malik Neighbors with a Marvin Harrison type game.
Real.
Yeah.
Harrison Jr. would pray to have that many yards.
Also real.
Tell Patsing to get him the football.
He's had a good start, though.
We could have just not drafted him, and the team would have looked the same. I don't even know why we do this to ourselves.
Yeah.
You're in all cards geared today, John.
We won.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out Cardinals.
Yeah, a win's a win.
All right. This stinky game. Okay.
Yeah, dude. Raiders fans are still watching Gardner Minshew throw the ball, and I'm surprised they haven't started crying themselves to sleep.
Stafford had the same yards.
That's crazy.
That's
wow.
Stafford's so washed.
Wow. Kyron Williams returning punts. Wow.
Yeah.
He's an automatic 20 points every week. I don't want to hear it from the experts ever again.
Wow.
Brock Bowers is him. Zamir White, if you still own him, you can drop him.
Hey, yeah, do me a favor, Zamir White. Just stay in Cancun. Don't ever come back because you suck. You actually stink. I only have you in one league, but you suck.
Oh, you own him? That's tough.
Yeah,
Griffin,
one league.
are you
I
in
do.
Cancun right now?
I am. Unfortunately, I lost, so I have to be in Cancun.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot. The Rams should be getting cut back this week, but they're going to trade him away, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, real.
Puka Nacua got activated off of IR, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to say. I mean, the Raiders are obviously not.
Yeah, they're garbage.
In no position to want to win games this year anyway. So just enjoy Brock Bowers and keep chugging along.
Trust
Aiden
the
O'Connell's
process.
out for a long time because he broke his thumb.
Yeah, that stinks for Myers owners.
Myers hasn't even played, so I'm not even concerned about Myers anymore.
Trey Tucker didn't really have the game that a lot of people were hoping now that Adams isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
3 for 36. That's pretty rough.
He's an unfortunate guy I actually really liked, but
I mean, 8 targets is still something. So
8 targets is good.
it is, but he has not been doing anything.
Well, hold on.
When you have quarterbacks that can't place the football to him, it's kind of hard.
There's upside with Tucker. There's upside with Tucker. And the reason I say that is because O'Connell likes Myers. O'Connell's out for 1,000 weeks now. Minshew preferred Tucker over Myers. So now that Minshew's starting for at least the next 5 or 6 weeks, Tucker, I would say, is a way easier start than Myers will ever be. Because literally when Minshew played, Myers would get he would be lucky to get 4 targets.
True.
So hold Tucker. Stay
Mm.
tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for Mr. T.
Never thought I'd talk about the Raiders and Rams game this much.
Yeah, it stinks for sure. That game sucked.
Well, here we are.
Well, this is an even worse game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Marcus Mariota, the GOAT. Marcus Mariota.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mariota
yeah.
looked very good, which is kind of awesome. Especially for Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, real dude. I love Scary Terry so much.
Yeah,
So
that's
much.
nice. Brian Robinson is like one of the most consistent RB2s in all of fantasy, and I love it so much.
Yeah, he got slept on hard this draft. I don't know why he
He's
was
like an
going so
automatic like
low.
13 points every week, and
Boys,
great.
look at that Carolina receiving
Oh
line.
no, are you gonna say
Jatavius
Sanders!
called him out 2 weeks ago, and now he is cooking. It's like I'm a guru. I'm a wise man. I'm a fucking monk, bro. I know my shit.
Also,
Um,
shout out the boy Zach Ertz, man.
The boy.
I love Zach Ertz. Anytime he scores, I'm like, nice.
mhm.
Shout out
Nice.
Bryce Young, 2 for 2 for -4 yards.
Yeah, that's a average Bryce Young game, unfortunately.
I appreciate Chuba Hubbard getting an absolute just garbage time touchdown that meant nothing.
Yeah,
It really was.
Hubbard has been a really surprising, like, good own this year. Like he's been putting up good numbers.
He's just that
I don't
guy.
like that Mr. Adam has been getting good points off of him. I need Adam to start
Real.
losing.
Real.
Deontay Johnson is
Good.
back down to earth, but
Yeah.
I think he'll do fine. I mean, this game was toast. I mean, it was bad literally as soon as it started.
Yeah.
Just one of those
Also,
days.
Andy Dalton just got into a car accident today.
Yeah,
Saw that on my
Oh.
news.
everyone's okay at least, but
Yeah,
still,
but that's like crazy.
geez.
And yeah,
Yeah.
the Commanders are awesome.
Yeah,
Even
go
without Jayden
commies.
Daniels.
I drafted Jalen Warren over Brian Robinson.
You know, it's crazy. That's almost,
God, you're
That
such
is
an
awesome.
you're such an idiot.
Okay, people were literally telling me to get Jalen Warren, dude.
That makes me so
Yeah,
happy.
Maybe people were telling you to get Jalen Warren because no one else wanted him.
If I
Why
had
did you
Jalen
listen
Warren-
to him?
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have listened to people.
Oh, if
I
had
thought
Warren-
he'd be he was fine. I thought.
Yeah, no, he was good last year, but
I
he
know.
also he had a hamstring injury before the season even started. So
Well, Warren
I mean-
also didn't get shot, so
we
Built
can talk
different.
about a car crash all we want, but easily the biggest storyline is Jaden Daniels getting hurt.
True.
he didn't break anything.
He's week to week.
Yeah.
So I would just chalk that up as he's not playing this week, which was really sad because he's supposed to be playing, against Caleb, 1 versus 2.
Yeah,
So that would have been really awesome. It would have
Mariota's
been,
gonna light him up.
rookie of the year implications with that game. But
yeah,
So-
you gotta save him though. You gotta be healthy with him.
so
Yeah,
I just hope that whoever has him, has a reliable quarterback on their bench.
Marcus Mariota, hopefully.
it's a
The
rib
goat.
injury too, so it might affect his rushing in future weeks. I think.
Right.
So I think that like happened to Vic a while back. Like he got a little hampered by his
But have you seen
his
Jaden
rib
Daniels?
injury when rushing.
That dude
Yeah,
does not run smart. Like in college, I watched a whole bunch of him and he would literally just run.
Yeah,
into-
no, that was one of his biggest
Yeah.
knocks as a prospect was
Yeah.
he doesn't protect himself. And he's
Yeah.
built like a twig, dude. He's so thin.
He is
So,
very
like,
funny to
why?
watch.
He is a
Flipped
thin boy.
So should people get Marcus Mariota?
He's the GOAT. I
Eh.
mean,
I would wait for him to play a good game against a team that isn't Carolina.
Yeah, the Panthers is
Yeah,
it's
I would agree with that.
It's like taking candy from a baby.
Maybe if you're very desperate.
yeah.
I watched
Especially in like a 2-quarterback league, maybe consider him.
I watched Jane
Yeah.
Daniels get flipped over in real life at ASU all the time.
Oh, same. Yeah, that was
He would
that
try to
was,
jump over everybody. And I'm like, dude, you can't jump over every person. So he literally got flipped over
Why not?
every game, it felt like.
oh my god, dude. This game was so crappy to watch.
Daddy.
I
Daddy.
watch a lot of Chiefs games because I own like half of the Kansas City Chiefs on
You
my
you
fantasy
do.
team.
It's
You need Pacheco.
Mahomes has looked this year like he
Yeah.
always has
Yeah.
a couple bad picks every game, and yet they keep winning in spite of Mahomes almost. As crazy as it is to say, like the Chiefs defense is legit this year. Like they are like
absolutely.
incredible to
Pookie's
watch, and
not
they keep
cooking.
Pookie is not cooking, but
He's not,
Kareem Hunt was
is
a crazy
cooking.
good signing for just coming right off of the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, real.
You got a
Literally.
guy getting 22 carries, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He wasn't even on a roster
Bro
until
was
like
working
week
at
3.
McDonald's last week.
No,
Yeah.
did we start talking about benching Mahomes in real life? No, I'm just kidding. But
Bring
I
on
wanna-
Wentz.
I want to have a moment of silence for all the Brandon Ayuk drafters out there.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
it
Matt.
was so
Matt.
brutal.
I mean,
horrible-
finally you can
A
stop
horrible
worrying.
year.
You can
He
stop
had a
worrying
horrible
about
year,
him. He
gets
sucks.
a spark against the Cardinals, and then just knee obliterated. So rest in peace, all the
Dude, it's tough.
Ayuk.
Yeah, go out and buy Juwan Jennings immediately.
yeah, get him from me.
Yeah, and Debo has an illness.
No,
Yeah, Joe
Actually-
Debo has pneumonia.
Actually, against that point, I'm going to counter you real quick. Juwan is hurt,
He's fine.
and Ricky Pearsall is
He's
terrible.
fine.
Ricky Pearsall's a first rounder, and he's probably on most waivers.
Oh.
Yeah, so is Josh Rosen.
And the last guy to get shot in the preseason is doing pretty well this season.
Oh, yeah,
too.
that's
John can
true.
attest to that.
That's true.
Also to that point though, Tank Dell just had 0 yards. So
Yeah.
That's true. I
Pros and
forgot he
cons.
got shot,
Oh,
so.
dude, don't even get dude. I had Tank Dell and Devonta Smith who combined for 0.8.
Bro.
That's rough.
What do we do? Anyway,
So
Fine.
that's
Purdy
actually a
was
guy I'm
bad.
looking for. That's it. That's a guy I'm
But
looking for.
I mean, I would start benching Mahomes in fantasy if you
I mean,
if
if
you have
you-
a better option.
If you haven't benched him, like you must have really bad quarterbacks because he's just not getting the yards.
Cooper
He's
Kupp
not
to
getting
the
the touchdown.
Chiefs.
Yeah, that would be really awesome.
That would work.
Yeah.
That would work. That would be really annoying, and I would be upset about it. But that
Yeah,
would
that
work.
would be insane. 6-0
Yeah.
getting Cooper Kupp, I'd cry.
I gotta say, watching this game with Tony as a Niners fan, the amount of disappointment he had every time Brock Purdy threw a pick was just immaculate. Because
Purdy
it was
bad.
getting progressively worse because it kept happening right before they were about to score. And I was like, why would you throw that?
Also,
I said that 3 times. It's like, why would
Brock-
you fucking throw that?
Brock Purdy when he has 5 All Pros on his offense rather than 7.
this is a long shot. It's probably a dynasty. I don't know, but Cowing was actually looking pretty good.
Agreed.
Yeah, he actually had he was looking pretty good. I don't know if it's going to be this season, but
That's like a deep dynasty cut.
Keep-
That is
Yeah,
Keep an
I was
eye
about
on
to
him.
say that's pretty deep.
I
Um,
mean, when the rest of their guys are, Ronnie Bell's not going to be doing nothing. So sorry.
And
Dude.
the Niners' performance this year just kind of hammers home the point of how valuable Christian McCaffrey is to this team. I mean, their
Yeah,
offense
oh my
has
god, yeah.
struggled to get things going. Like I was banging the drum that McCaffrey should have been the MVP last year, but I mean, I think this just further brings home the point. I mean, their running game is not cutting it, and that's like Shanahan's whole thing.
You know, it's pretty crazy that a Super Bowl rematch, the quarterbacks combined for 0 touchdowns and 5 picks.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like,
3 rushing touchdowns between both of them, though, which is kind of weird.
But yeah, I mean, this game sucked. Truly,
Yeah,
that
not
game
very
sucked.
exciting.
That game was
The
not
Chief-
fun to watch.
The Chiefs just don't play their exciting brand of football this season, and as like every game they've been in has been felt like just a defensive like slugfest.
Absolutely, that just goes to show how good their defense is. Because Travis Kelce got 4 catches for 17 yards. Like your best player wasn't even
Yeah.
like existing.
Mm-hmm.
you know who else got
my-
17 yards?
What's that?
You know who got 17 yards?
I think he got more than 17
Alvin
combined yards.
Kamara.
I think he got like maybe 20. total yards. But Mr. Unlimited is back.
Unlimited.
George Pickett.
Unlimited diarrhea.
George Pickens
Unlimited.
has awakened.
Yeah,
thank
and
goodness.
yeah, and you traded him for Devin Singletary. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Matt's not going to let you live that down
You know,
anytime soon.
it's
I
very
know.
refreshing to see a quarterback know how to get it to receivers in Pittsburgh.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the difference with when it's Russ playing, the receivers are going to eat. When it's Fields playing, the running game is going to eat. So
Even then, Najee cooked.
Yeah, the running game was still good, actually.
I know
Jaylen
a lot of
Warren,
that
career
was,
game.
dude, an average Jaylen Warren game. But
He did get the most rushes he's gotten, I think, all year.
Yeah.
I mean, Pickens looked amazing, and finally he scores a touchdown. I screamed when he scored because I was like, yes, finally! It took 7 weeks, bro.
I can't believe how many people were crapping on the Russell Wilson decision to start. The Steelers are another team I've seen quite a few games of because I'm trying to watch my boy Pickens. Justin Fields just can't throw the football all that. He just looks bad when he throws it. And there were so many people who are like, why are they starting Russ? This is why. He can throw the football.
Yeah,
and
and
my question is Russell Wilson startable from here on out?
Yes. 100%.
I don't know if I'm saying
I don't know if I'm ready to say that yet.
I'm gonna say yes.
Oh,
I
God.
love Mr. Unlimited. I loved him last year because he actually cooked on the Broncos last year. He's gonna cook. I promise you. And that's just me being an optimistic George Pickens owner in a league. But the Jets having Breece Hall as their number one receiver when you just traded for Devontae Adams was hilarious. That was awesome because Garrett Wilson still finished with more yards than him.
Well, to be fair, the best corners are going to be on Wilson and Adams, which leaves Hall kind of open. So
even Lazard is still involved here.
Yeah.
I mean, Rodgers loves Lazard.
Yeah,
he always finds a way to get him the ball.
I know, bro.
They didn't run it as much as they usually would have. I mean, they're going against Pittsburgh and they were down. So, I mean, yeah, the Jets scored 0 points in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, the Pittsburgh just kept the foot on the gas as they should have.
It is going to be a little annoying for anyone who owns Jets receivers because there's so many of them that they throw to outside of Mike Williams. So you can safely you either drop them or just wait for them to get traded somewhere.
True.
Throw him away, probably.
Yeah.
Well, my fear with that is dropping him and him going to a team that really needs a receiver, but the chances are slim, but how embarrassing would that be?
I want to say Tyler Conklin with an all-time stat line, 4 for 7 for a touchdown.
You're real. That's awesome.
It gets the job done.
It gets real. He'll get you the points you need.
This game. I mean, he just
yeah.
I don't think Salo is the problem in New York, guys.
I don't think so either. Talk about. Listen,
John is standing up.
John, you were at the game, right?
Yeah.
How sick was that touchdown from Kyler? Just the running.
Kyler Murray is a quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray is the reason why we have 3 wins right now. So passing is a thing that we don't do well.
Agreed.
Which sucks.
Real. Yeah.
Our plays are incredibly boring. They are always the same, and it's always involving the 4th string receiver. The 4th, it's always just some deep dude in our lineup that's the 3. It doesn't make any sense. If I have to watch Greg Dortch be the main guy for a play that Harrison's wide open on, I'm going to freak out.
That's so real, though.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
By the time Harrison gets open, he's already thrown it to Dortch or some random dude that we just signed off the street yesterday, and we gave him 2 yards.
The one play where Marvin Harrison was wide open that the announcers brought up, they're oh, he's wide open down there. Kyler didn't have all that much time in the pocket to see him too, which was unfortunate.
There was one where everyone freaked out because he was wide open. I'm like, dude, that's a 70-yard throw.
Yeah.
Murray's not gonna throw 70 yards downfield. That's just never gonna happen.
Yeah, it's tough, but James Conner is still him. I love James
Yeah,
Conner with all my heart. I mean, thank God.
incredible.
So many years with like I was so hesitant before James Conner really cooked in Arizona because I was like, Arizona never really had a good running back ever, except David Johnson for 2 years. Um,
100%.
Edgerrin James, my friend.
yeah, okay, yeah, back in what 2009, 2010. But it's nice to have a consistent guy that'll get you 100 yards. Like that's at the end of the day, it makes me happy.
And
Makes
he
me happy that
forces fumbles.
You
he
know,
just punched the shit out of one. So did I forget who was the corner that punched, or no, it was a safety. I forget who caused the fumble for
Wait,
that
who?
next drive. Yeah, who
Well,
was?
so the guy who
Was it
caused.
Jalen Thompson?
Well, it depends on what time you're talking about, because I know James Conner punched out a fumble, but that was when we threw the pick.
Yeah, no, when
Wait,
Herbert almost threw the touchdown.
are you? Oh, on Rager?
Oh, that was
Oh, it's Rager.
That
yeah,
was Starling Thomas.
yeah.
Oh, Starling Thomas. Right.
Thomas. Okay. Word.
Um, I was having this conversation earlier today, and James Conner is quietly creeping into best running back in franchise history territory.
I love
But
it.
it's hard to say that because he's already 29, about to be 30. But who? I mean, you have David Johnson's peak. Yeah, that will probably take the edge. But like, let's be real. Who's been this consistent in the franchise's
That's what I'm
history?
saying. I
We
love
have
James Conner.
we have a bunch
Ollie
of
Matson on the 1940, the
yeah.
1952 to 1958 Chicago Cardinals.
We have a bunch
Kenyon
of
Drake.
we also have a bunch of like time signings where it's like old washed players
Mhm.
ranging from Chris Johnson, Emmett Smith, Adrian Peterson, like
Yeah, no, literally.
all these like big name guys where like technically they're the best player,
Mhm.
career wise that has been on the Cardinals, but we're talking about guys that have actually been with the team for years. It's weird to say that he's creeping into best running back territory, but
Genuinely,
that's
yeah.
just
I love James Conner.
I think
um
my biggest issue with the Cardinals offense, um, so you have Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, who I think is really good, and you have
Underrated.
145 receiving yards in the entire game. Um, it just seems so easy to just run an offense and get certain guys the ball, and it seems like every week we have the same conversation where everyone did mid
Yeah.
because it's just we just don't get anyone the ball that needs to get the ball.
I I think Petzing does a pretty he has some good plays called like over the course of the game, but there's just like sometimes where I'm just absolutely baffled by what he's calling like the two tune shoves.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
That was crazy
annoying.
when James Conner's been like eating all day. But
Mhm.
Well, I mean, to counter this point though, I do want to say the last 3 weeks the Cardinals have played three great defenses.
It's true. I was
yeah,
about to say the Chargers defense is pretty good. For
yeah, I
sure.
mean
So,
Khalil Mack and Derwin James are just so good at
Yeah.
football.
this is kind of foreshadowing to a segment we're going to do here in a sec, but uh, I whiffed on both my locks. I said my bonus lock was a McBride touchdown, but my like main lock was I thought Dobbins was going to absolutely have a touchdown, bunch of yards on the ground. We surprisingly bottled up
I
that ground
know.
game.
Shout out Nick Rawless.
That's that
He's been a good defensive
With a
coordinator so
no-name
far.
defensive front, we bottled it up, and it was just
well, know their names now.
no more Dennis Gardeck.
Oh, I know.
So very sad, very sad. Also, I didn't
ACLs, man.
realize
Ban
Will Disley
ACL.
was prime Gronk.
Dude, yeah. Are you gonna tell people to go buy Will Disley?
I'm actually not on that because Hayden Hurst is a thing that is going to come back eventually. So I'm not going to say
Mm,
goodbye to Will Disley, but
fair
yeah,
enough.
I think he's eligible for the Hall of Fame after that. That was great.
And
Um,
Greg Roman's a football terrorist too, so you can't really trust that Chargers offense. Is free my man Herbert. He deserves
Dude,
better.
I mean,
you know,
he did look great. He didn't throw a touchdown, but almost 350 is crazy. I said
I don't
350.
I don't believe all the smoke for Cooper Cup getting traded, but Chargers are actually a team that
Oh, they could fucking use Cup pretty badly,
even
but
though they have Cup at home with Lad McConkey, they're the exact same player,
Glenn
not just because they're white. I
Glenn
feel like
McConkey.
not just because they're both white. I feel like they actually have the same exact skill set. But You know,
Huh.
that's a team that could go out and get
Interesting.
up.
He
So
wouldn't have to move houses either.
yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Shout out Jalen Rager. Thank you for fumbling.
Yeah, shout out Jalen Rager for being just shitty at your job yet again. All
Oh,
right, last game, which in my opinion is the saddest. Dude, rest in peace, Chris Godwin. That is so brutal. Why was he in the game with a minute left? I will have no idea. This is like a Derrick Rose type fucking shit, and I was pissed. I do have him in one league, but I know Ryan lost big time because that's his main guy in our league.
And he lost Rice, bro.
First
Yeah.
Rasheed Rice, then Chris Godwin. I was looking like I was having this 2 steals of the draft with my wide receiver core. That was shaping up to be an all-time great fantasy football team that probably would have lost to John starting like fucking Sterling
Braxton.
Shepard in the finals by
Braxton Berrios.
Shout out Braxton. Shout out Braxton Berrios.
out for the season with a torn ACL. It just
Uh,
happened.
Yeah, I
I
did
was
see that.
heartbroken. I was heartbroken when I heard it. Shout out. Okay, first, the Buccaneers scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. An absolute movie.
Yeah.
However, they are now missing Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. So I have absolutely no idea how they're going to do. Because I have Mayfield as a starting quarterback.
Rashad White. Rashad White.
You can ignore him.
Yeah, musty Rashad White, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, he had a good game. My biggest thing with him is we have a huge sample size with Rashad White being extremely mid.
I agree.
And I believe this is his second game this season over 10 points, and we're now going into week 8. So obviously it's good to see him. By the way, he did this good, and the person who had him benched him. So anyway, moving on.
After
So
Matt was talking him up too, he's like,
Okay,
Rashad
man.
White, he's the next big thing. I'm gonna get McCaffrey for him.
I think it's pretty fair to bench White at this point.
he doesn't think so. Well, I guess he thought he didn't think so, but then anyway, I'm not gonna start talking about him. I'm curious how that works itself out. Irving is I actually like Irving. He's very active in the passing game in this one too, which is just lovely in fantasy.
Mhm.
So I'd rather own him than White, but it's good to see White get work. I literally it honestly might be great for White and Irving for the rest of the season because now they're missing their 2 receivers. And I don't know if Sterling Shepard's going to be the future.
True.
We'll definitely have to see.
Kate Otten.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say,
Kate Otten.
Hunter, are you telling people to go get him?
Honestly, I'm telling everyone to go get any Bucks player.
I think you should
McMillan too.
I think you should
Jalen
get Kate
McMillan
Otten.
was getting targets.
I'm saying K-Dot and Jalen McMillan. Those are my big ones this week.
Mhm.
I loved Jalen McMillan in the draft coming out of Washington. And now he's finally getting a prominent role just by attrition because Musty Mike, his hamstring just got a
Oh, dude, that was so unfortunate.
So for my obligatory tight end call out, it's Kate Otten, but really the main guy for me is Jalen McMillan this week.
I can defend Godwin playing. He's trying to win. They're down 10. That's not like crazy to have him out there. But why were they playing Mike Evans?
It sucks. It sucks
for
because
the storyline to get him his primetime 100th touchdown.
But it just it was so predictable. Like his hamstring was having issues. It's not fully healed. He gets his hamstring hurt again, and now he's out for even longer. Just a baffling decision there.
It's tough. It was tough to watch that game. That game made me sad. But Mark Andrews suddenly knows how to catch a football in the end zone again.
Twice.
Yeah, Mark Andrews going up.
Yeah,
he's not getting a lot of work though. It's just like he's getting he's a little too touchdown dependent because I think he only ran routes on 17 plays.
Oh really?
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Something like that.
Rashad Bateman all of a sudden was the GOAT out of nowhere.
Didn't Flowers get hurt?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So
that would make sense.
If you have Bateman or you don't have Bateman, go get Bateman. I wouldn't be excited to start Bateman, but for the meantime, because I'm not sure what Flowers' injury actually was, but yeah, Bateman is an option.
Derrick Henry's him too.
Yeah, dude.
He's
Derrick Henry
literally
is not washed at all.
it's an automatic start. You don't have to check. You're like, okay, he'll have 800 points. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah,
out the Ravens.
Derrick Henry's fucking fire,
Same
dude.
with
He like
Lamar
never gets
Jackson.
injured and he's fire all the time.
Yeah, same with Lamar, bro.
Yeah,
Like
Lamar
Lamar's
is
cooking.
insane. 5
Yeah.
touchdowns.
You see, funnily enough, I didn't think Lamar deserved his MVP last year, but he's playing like the MVP this year.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been an
Yeah,
absolute.
if Lamar gets 3 MVPs, that's going to be actually insane.
Well, and it better not be Mahomes because you're joking.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, no
it
way.
won't be.
Now
He has
here's
more.
a guy.
Now here's the guy.
Never
Alrighty.
played with Mahomes.
Yeah, that was week 7. Let's get into
The
live,
glorious.
live. Do I take this trade from the master?
What is it?
Tony Pollard,
No.
Josh Downs,
for who?
Jaden Reed for Jonathan Taylor and Tyrone Tracy Jr.
Dude, he keeps trying to sell me a package of Jaden Reed and Tony Pollard. He sent me a trade last week, or like a couple weeks ago. It was like Pollard, Bigsby, and Jaden Reed for Saquon. I say no. And then the week after that, he sends me the same trade except without Bigsby. I reject it and I tell him, I'm like, you sent me the same trade last week, except it doesn't have Bigsby now. So why would I accept this?
In case you change your
That's
mind.
crazy.
Casey thought Barkley was way worse now.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, anyway, say no to that. That is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Josh
The
Downs,
master.
bro.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So
but
our first matchup is Thursday, which I think is shaping up to be a glorious matchup. Because Cup is looking like a sure thing to play. But I mean, literally, unless he gets traded in 48 hours, he's playing. Which just the Rams with Cup are not even the same team.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to pick a team. You all have to pick a team, and
It's the Vikings.
It's the Vikings.
yeah,
Is it?
come on, Vikings.
Skull Vikings.
The 5-1 Vikings.
It's not
I'm
even
with John here. I like the Rams this week.
Yeah, no,
Really?
give me the Vikings. Yeah, their defense is pretty fucking fire. Give me the Vikings.
The Rams have played the Lions tight. They've beat the Niners. They played the Bears and Packers tight. I mean, their only bad loss was to the Cardinals, which was incredible.
Shout out the Cardinals.
But
The Cardinals are amazing.
getting Cup back is big for the Rams. I think the Rams can pull off the upset this week.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 2-2, Hunter.
Well, I haven't picked. I was just talking about the Rams
Okay.
because I still haven't picked yet.
Go ahead and pick, brother.
Yeah, why don't you not
I'm gonna
delay
pick
that?
this. I'm gonna pick the safer pick and pick the Vikings. But I would not be shocked at all if the Rams were to win this game, and it's in LA. So
That's my exact take. I'm gonna ride with that Vikings, but not shocked if Rams take it.
yeah, 'cause
I'm fighting the horde here.
well, Cup is just a different player. Like literally, Cup can score 3 or 4 touchdowns and just completely run this game.
I hope Kyron
Cardinals?
keeps scoring touchdowns. I like when he does that.
We'll see. Cardinals, Dolphins.
You know, if
Okay.
it's Tua playing, I'm going with the Dolphins. But if it's not Tua playing, I'm going with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
We
I
just
would agree.
lost Scar deck. I still don't love our line. I think the Chargers just didn't play well.
The Dolphins have been like bad this year. Like they've been legitimately bad.
Yeah, but they haven't
Yeah.
had Tua since week 2.
I agree. If they don't have Tua, dude.
If they
You're
have
not-
if they have Tua, Dolphins times 10. But if they don't have Tua, give me
I
the
mean,
Arizona Cardinals.
But when they had Tua, they only beat the Jags by 3, and then they got like owned by Buffalo before he got knocked out.
Yeah, I'm picking the Cardinals.
I'm
without a doubt,
picking
yeah.
the Cardinals too. I call me a homer, whatever.
I would
I
love
think
if
the
the
Cardinals
were
could
to
do
win,
it this week.
But I watched
Yeah.
Petzing run an offense last night, so
That is true. But we won in spite of it.
yeah, Dolphins.
Yeah,
I think this
well.
was the first time this season I've picked against the Cardinals. I think I've just been picking them
First,
every
that's
week.
crazy.
I do. I'm a
Dude,
homer.
yeah,
I
that's
love
right.
that.
You picked the Cardinals against the Lions. I forgot about that.
Yeah, well,
That's crazy.
next time.
Yeah.
Eagles, Bengals. The Bengals are
Eagles.
favored? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm taking the Eagles all day.
Give me the
Bengals
Eagles.
offense is bad.
Saquon legacy game part
Defense.
2.
Yeah, I
the
don't know
Bengals
how
defense
they're
is
favored.
fucking poop. Well, get ready for this. Okay, well, one I wanted to point out, Burrow's stats are delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he doesn't play defense. But give me the Bengals at home in Cincinnati.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go on Eagles.
You just own Joe Burrow and I watch him do
The
well.
Eagles are the better football team, but the Bengals are more fun to watch. Sorry.
Any
Are
given
they?
Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like watching Saquon play.
I don't
Yeah,
like
Saquon's
watching
gonna
running's
destroy.
boring. I like watching big old passes to big old T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Big old T. Higgins.
And
Big old
and
T. Higgins.
Eric All.
Junior.
They got AJ Brown
That's
back
true.
though. That's exciting.
Eric
is
All
true.
Jr.
Yeah.
Do we
Ravens
even have
back
to
on.
do this one?
Yeah,
Huh.
Ravens.
The team that's looking like the
Hmm.
best team in football, or one of the worst teams in
Cleveland.
football.
Or Cleveland. Only in Ohio.
Give me the
Am
Ravens
I
by
right?
plus 14, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
but dude,
give me
if
the
the-
Ravens, and I'm hammering the over on the Ravens. They're winning with
Real.
that by like 29.
Real.
Go Ravens. Go Ravens.
Go Ravens.
the
Derrick
next
Henry.
one is even better.
Yahoo!
Derrick Henry's gonna be a beast.
Lions, Titans.
Give me the Lions.
Yeah, Lions.
In
Oh,
Detroit?
riveting.
Oh, fuck.
Bro.
Yeah.
The
Lions,
Titans are going to get
Titans.
their
They're
just
done.
their shit rocked.
Yeah, what's there even to say
Go
here? The
to
Lions are.
go Detroit, baby.
I don't know. Mason Rudolph looked amazing last week. Anyway,
The Lions should be the favorites
what
from
are
the
these
NFC.
games? Okay, Jets.
Hunter, are you picking the Lions? You haven't said yet.
Oh yeah, I'm going Lions.
Okay,
Oh,
sweet.
okay.
I was like, what are you stretching your chin for? There's no way.
Titans.
There's no way
You know,
Tony Pollard.
I didn't even say anything because I thought it was just that much of a lock.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fair.
No bet
That's
on
fair.
Boston. Bet on New York.
Jets, Patriots. I watching the Jets is very boring, but the Patriots were that bad. Give me the Jets.
Yeah.
Give me the Jets.
Sorry.
I think the Jets will right the ship this week. I mean, Gerard Mayo came out and said that his team looked
It's-
soft. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty damning.
They're gonna
I'm-
run into him on the sideline on purpose.
I'm gonna go Jets, but quickly if they
Uh-oh.
lose, they're quickly entering my no bet list anymore.
That's fair.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
so fair.
That's fair.
And man, I just if they lose this, I can't trust them the remainder of the season. Like I had such high hopes for them this year, but nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's just
So-
it's just the Jets way.
Like this is a game they should win, so I'm going Jets. And if they don't win a game that they should win, I can't. I can't
Have fun in Cancun, Aaron.
If they lose to the Patriots,
We
dude,
need
oh my
a
God.
we need a Cancun counter.
Yeah, Cancun. Immediately, if you ever think it's okay to lose to the Patriots. But
Falcons, Bucks.
give me the Falcons, and it's
I don't. Okay, I mean, okay. This is tough. Losing Evans and Godwin sucks.
Yeah.
majorly.
The Bucks defense isn't that good either.
Well, tough. I own Baker.
You literally
dude.
saw what happened when these two teams played. You already know
Yeah.
how it can go down.
It's rough because they made for probably one of the top 3 games already this year.
Yeah.
But now without the top 2 receivers, it's pretty firmly
It's
Falcons for me.
Yeah, it's gonna be Falcons.
Mayfield's been a turnover machine the past few weeks too. It's been
Yeah.
You take that back.
I have to start Baker, bro.
my condolences.
I mean, that's still not bad. I mean, at the end of the day, the Falcons' defense isn't really great either.
I own
I'm
Baker. I own
taking-
Baker and Stroud.
I'm taking noon game Kirk Cousins here.
Real.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons, although it hurts me. I love Baker Mayfield with all my heart.
Go Bucks.
Everyone picked Atlanta.
No, except Matthew.
Nope.
He said no.
No. Have fun with that one loss on your.
Baker's gonna show up this week.
Wait, you're actually taking the Bucks?
It's all right.
My condolences. All right.
Yeah.
Packers, Jags. Do we need to
Yeah,
have a conversation?
Yeah, go Packers.
The Packers are winning this game by more. Like, if you want a bet, you're picking the Packers to cover this week. I don't know how the line is 4.5.
That's so true.
because they have Lawrence, who's really pretty.
He's such a pretty girl.
He's
He's
handsome.
he's
His
a little
glorious
pretty little
hair.
guy.
Yeah,
He just
Packers
so
by a
pretty.
million.
Such a pretty
Go
girl.
Pack, go.
Yeah, give me Packs.
Go Pack, go.
Go
Yeah.
Pack, go.
Colts Texans.
Oh man.
This could be a good game. This could be a good game.
Yeah, I think this is close.
Hell no, it won't.
Close.
You kidding me? Do we just watch what Anthony Richardson did?
I mean,
Granted, did we just watch what?
We just watched what the
CJ Stroud.
Texans did.
Dropped out 86 passing yards.
So maybe it'll just be
That's awful.
maybe it'll just be a garbage game all around then. You know,
Yeah.
Maybe.
but
yeah.
Give me the Texans.
going Texans.
I'm also taking the Texans, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the big upset of the week.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'll take
You're
Stroud.
picking the
I'll take
Colts, aren't you, John?
take Texans.
Mine's a prediction with a little asterisk in case something changes. The Texans will win unless the Colts decide to start Joe Flacco.
Oh, okay.
They won't
Which
because he's
won't
not hurt,
happen.
but Flacco's better than Richardson. Sorry. In real life.
I would say in fantasy too sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Saints Chargers. What a game. What a game.
Fuck,
Spencer Rattler
hey,
meets
right here,
Khalil Mack.
give me the Chargers by 20.
Whoa.
By 20.
Betcho. No, I'm gonna pick the Saints. Here's why. So they have Kamara, yummy, and
Saints are cringe.
Just got extended,
Randall.
by the way.
yeah, he did just get he signed a pretty decent contract.
Yahoo!
So
Yahoo!
last weekend, I think did not look as bad as I would have guessed he would have looked behind that amazing O-line.
Yeah.
That being said, it's going to be a second game. He's going to get, this little flow going. His little Pinnacle High School is going to just like inject it into his brain. He's going to win this game.
Yahoo!
I was John. I'm gonna be real. I did not focus on a thing you said. I was just more focused on the fact that Matthew just kept screaming Yahoo that whole time.
I'm picking the
That's
Saints.
which I respect. Thank
Thank-
you, because I won't.
Thank you.
Yeah, give me the Chargers. Easy choice. The Chargers defense is just, I mean, Rattler hasn't looked good.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
just
Saints. Are you an idiot, John?
He played
it's
1 week.
John. It's not even funny how bad they're injured, bro. It's horrendous.
They're all going to be
Oh.
healthy this week. Okay, fine. I'll take the Chargers. You guys peer pressured me.
Oh, peer pressure.
Yeah,
that's
Peer
right.
pressure.
If the Saints
dumbass.
win, I'm going to be mad at all of you.
Yeah, it's
I won't be-
our
hey.
fault.
At the end of the day, I won't be mad.
I'm so bolted right now. I'm going Chargers.
Fine.
I'm so bolted right now. I'm going Chargers.
What is this ESPN
Bill
update?
Seahawks. Bill Seahawks.
Oh, hockey. Bill Seahawks.
Yeah, that's what I said, buddy.
Hey, right here. Go Bills.
Go
This
Bills.
is actually they don't have Metcalf.
Yeah, that's tough.
JSN legacy game.
No.
They got Amari Cooper.
So my thing with this game is I'm picking the Bills, obviously, but it's in Seattle. Like, if Tyler Lockett
Really?
goes crazy, I wouldn't be surprised.
Really?
I would like Tyler Lockett to go crazy because I have to start him since Patrick Mahomes killed one of my wide receivers.
Yeah.
And Todd Bowles killed the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're starting him over Keenan Allen? Oh, wait, actually, no, that actually
Yeah.
makes sense.
You
No,
know,
I would.
it's stinky.
I'm gonna pick the Bills, but I honestly don't think it's gonna be that close.
I'm with you there, John.
Wait a minute. You
I-
think the Bills are going to blow him out?
I think that it's not gonna be a blowout, but I don't think it's not gonna be like a close game. I don't think it's
the Seahawks record betrays like the actual quality of that team. They started off with like 3 easy games.
yeah.
Like, this is like a 6-10. Like, this is a 6-11 team that got like a lucky first 3 weeks. I think the Bills probably win this by a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
love
feel
it.
like I don't
Go Bills.
I don't agree with that.
I do.
Like, take on the Seahawks. I think they're a better team. I even think they're a borderline wild card team. That's just me. But it's gonna be Bills.
Go Bills! Go Bills!
Go Bills.
Oh,
Panthers, Broncos.
yummy.
Give me the Broncos.
Bo
Super Bowl
Nix has
50
arrived.
rematch. Super Bowl 50 rematch. Let's go.
Bo
Yeah,
Nix.
I think it's Broncos easily. Knicks is getting a lot more settled in. At least Knicks in fantasy has been fine.
I
started him
know somehow.
and I've loved it. Um,
Do you own
Broncos
him? Do you
defense
own
is
him,
just
John?
gonna.
I do own him because Prescott was on bye, and I think my next best choice was like Daniel
Okay,
Jones.
stop yapping, bro.
Um,
My God.
yeah, Broncos.
Hey, maybe almost seeing his entire family die changed Andy Dalton into an MVP caliber.
Are you
That's
picking the
true.
Panthers?
So,
I
so,
see the logic.
so I'm gonna go Broncos.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right. That's huge.
Patrick Surtain's him.
I can't believe the Broncos are going to be 5-3. That's crazy.
Matthew, who do you pick?
We'll go with the Go Bo Nix.
Dude, Bo Nix is him, baby.
Chiefs, Raiders.
Oh, great. The
Skip.
Chiefs are going to be 7-0. That's awesome.
Pookie's
Yeah.
gonna slither in with another win.
Dude,
God
Mahomes is gonna have like a 1 touchdown, 3 interception stat line, and they're still gonna win by like 30.
That's the issue.
Go Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah, go Chiefs, dude.
Go
Bears.
Brock Bowers.
Yeah, unfortunately, just go Brock
Yeah.
Bowers all the
I
way.
love that man.
So Matthew, you picked the Chiefs, right?
Maybe why?
Well, I'm just making sure we have it on record. Bears, Commanders.
We do have it on record.
So here's my thing with this game.
Uh-oh.
It's unfortunate that Jaden Daniels probably won't play because, again, like Hunter said earlier, this would have been just a dynamite game, 1-2. But give me the Bears.
Yeah,
Okay.
The
Go
Bears
Bears.
defense has been pretty good this year. I know Jaden Daniels changes the calculus of this game a
Well,
lot.
who's
Caleb
gonna be the starter?
Marcus Mariota.
Mariota.
Oh, that's right.
But Caleb Williams has been improving pretty much every week.
I
He's
agree.
had he's clocked in some good performances these past few weeks. I think the Bears win this one. Although I probably would have picked Commanders if Daniels was healthy.
I would agree with
Oh,
that.
yeah,
but,
definitely.
Hunter?
It's Bears. It's Bears pretty handily without.
Yeah, I pick Bears as well.
I think
Because
Marcus Mariota is going to get his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Because if it was both the quarterbacks in, then it would go down to the defenses, and I'm taking Bears defense 10 out of 10
Mhm.
times
For
over
sure.
Tommy's defense.
Yeah. Go Bears. Cowboys and
I haven't picked yet.
Oh, sorry. I thought
Go, John, go.
you were just going to pick
No.
the
I'm
Bears.
genuinely having a difficult time picking between the Bears and Commanders.
5 seconds. 5, 4, 3,
Gun to your head. Who are you
2,
picking?
1.
Commanders.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Brian
right.
Robinson Jr. legacy game.
Have fun with that one loss on the stat sheet there, brother.
Yeah, okay.
Austin Eckler season.
Cowboys and the 49ers.
Oh my God. Battle of mid.
I'm taking the Cowboys. The
Same.
49ers being down, they're down McCaffrey, but I mean, that's been the story this whole season. They're down probably Debo unless he can breathe again somehow miraculously.
Dude, yeah, pneumonia is no joke.
They're
Yeah.
down Ayuk. Isn't Kittle questionable or am I crazy?
Kittle's questionable now.
Yeah, Kittle's been
Bro.
hurt.
And
Yeah, give me-
Juwan
The
is
49ers destroy
questionable.
their team with injuries every year.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys off a bye week.
I'm taking the Cowboys for the upset here. I don't think it can get much worse than what happened to them against Detroit, but
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
they'll
we'll
turn
see.
it around.
I'm going Niners.
Yeah.
Really?
Niners.
Okay.
I have no faith in the Cowboys defense,
No,
Fair
that's-
enough. That's
so
still
valid.
fair.
which is so funny because this time last year they were in a
Yeah,
league
they were
defense.
dynamite.
Yeah.
But,
So go
yeah.
Niners, I guess.
Dude, why are the Steelers always playing a primetime
I
game?
haven't picked
don't
yet.
understand. Dude, John. Oh my God.
We're gonna make
By
you
all
pick.
means.
You're
John,
gonna be
just
the first
pick
person to
already.
next game.
I am going to pick. This is tough because I hate watching the Cowboys and they don't know how to win games. But I'm going to pick. Frick. I guess I'll pick the Cowboys. I hate that pick.
I mean, it's not a fun pick.
I hate
Yeah.
picking the Cowboys to win
I
games.
pick Cowboys too, but not
How are
great.
they 3-0 on the road and 0-3 away or at home?
Because Jerry Jones is an idiot.
Because when the sun shines through their stadium and blinds all the quarterbacks, they can't play football.
Or just Dak sucks.
Dude, the
That
last game
window
was
is a good
so
idea.
funny. Last game was so funny. I'm like, dude, these guys can't see anything.
It makes me laugh so hard every Thanksgiving. Like
I'm like,
the
dude,
second quarter rolls around and they're blasted by the power of the sun.
why don't they just put like blinds up? I feel like that would benefit them, but
Real,
whatever.
have they invested curtains?
They might literally. I feel like you have to.
It's not in the budget.
Yeah. Not in the budget, not in Jerry
Okay.
Jones' budget.
Yeah, Dak Prescott's drained the
Six-
place of the money.
Yeah, 60 mil per year for just mid as fuck.
Okay, Giants Steelers. For me,
An
Yeah.
atrocious primetime game.
Shocker.
yeah, for me this is obvious.
Steelers.
Steelers.
Steelers by
Every
100.
fucking Steelers game is just a primetime home game. Like
It is.
Yeah.
they're just getting layups. I'm going Steelers.
Yeah. All right. Let's now do the lock of the week.
I already have my lock because I've been thinking about it for the last hour.
Why don't you go first? Because I don't know mine.
All right, so the Falcons are playing the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay, Florida, at Raymond James Stadium at 81 degrees.
Nice.
I have a lock.
Not yet. Thanks.
That's your
Thanks,
lock
John.
of the week.
My lock of the week is Kyle Pitts' first touchdown since week 1.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, that's not gonna happen, but okay.
Give
Watch.
me, I know mine. Give me, this might be a little lofty, but Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Nope.
That's lofty.
100 yards and a touchdown.
Lofty.
Actually, that is pretty lofty. Only because the Lions are kicking their ass. They're going to run it all over the field.
Exactly. But give me my boy.
I think the Giants have a very bad run defense. I think the Steelers are going to go up early,
Mhm.
which will favor Najee Harris. I think Najee Harris is going to clock in a top 5 performance this week in fantasy football.
Wow.
Like that.
I like that pick, actually.
All right, Matthew, go, go, go.
I'm thinking, John. Lock of the week, Jalen Warren is.
Whoa.
Stop.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
It's
Hold on, hold on.
just stop.
I said Jalen Warren. I'm like, there's no lock except for like the under.
Hey, Hunter.
God, dude, I want him to do something so bad.
Well, it's too bad he sucks ass.
Oh, dude, transform him into Brian Robinson Jr.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I put so many locks on Brock Bowers at this point, so I can't do that. But Brock
I
Bowers
mean,
is.
you can. You're
But
right.
Yeah, nobody's.
It's boring though, but he is him.
But
Just
Real?
pick Kyron Williams touchdown. It happens every
No.
week.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
pretty easy.
Brock Bowers doesn't even need a touchdown though.
we bring the boom.
That's what we do.
We bring the boom.
Boo! Boo!
What would happen if Big AJ and Big Justice sued this podcast?
Yeah.
I would be I'd be content, honestly.
I would invite them on. And be
Yeah,
like, hey,
at that point, I'm like, can you do a boom or doom, please?
Hey AJ, what's your lock of the week?
Yeah. Oh, AJ's lock of the week.
You know he's such a giant Dolphins fan, though, so his lock's gonna be like Tyreek Hill,
Dude.
200 yards.
The boom,
boy.
the boom of
200
the week. Oh, that'd
yards.
be so sick.
I'm going pretty tame, I feel like. I'm gonna go Kenneth Walker touchdown.
Okay.
Okay.
Understandable. That's a
Matthew?
good bet. I mean, that's a good bet.
You know what? A guy I talked about, or we talked about earlier, no Fant touchdown
Let's go.
for the Seahawks.
Okay.
So the
Metcalf's
Seahawks
out.
are
Beast.
we're locking in 2 touchdowns at minimum for the Seahawks.
I like that.
Julius Chestnut touchdown.
Yep, Julius
Yeah.
Chestnut.
Maybe on opposite day.
So,
All
in case you're
right.
curious, if you want to go to the Raiders Chiefs game, it's $242, the cheapest ticket.
What?
Yeah.
It's in Vegas, though.
Any waiver guys you want to talk about? Or
Yeah,
more
let's
of
do
those-
the
more-
waiver pickup of the week.
Someone on the Bucks.
Yeah, I feel like we've talked
Kate
about
Otten, maybe?
Kate
if Alden's
Otten.
not, if Alden is not picked up, get him because he's gonna.
Hunter, are you going Ricky for yours?
I'm going either Oden, I'm going Jalen McMillan, still a Bucks player,
Mhm.
and then I'm also going Pearsall.
Okay.
Oh.
I will go. Let me take a look at some
Get
waivers.
get Russ.
If if you're streaming defenses, get the Lions. If they're not owned already, they go up against Tennessee. They
Oh yeah,
should be
that'll be
pretty
good.
available in most leagues. In fact, I have them in our league, and I'm keeping them this week because I don't want anyone
Drop
else to
them.
have them.
Drop them.
Oh yeah, dude. I have an interesting start. Like,
I had
well,
started the Saints defense.
I have.
You know, oh,
Oh, I was just gonna say that I have the Vikings against the Rams and the Chargers against the Saints.
Oh,
So, which are both like fire starts this week.
I'm gonna go pick up. I'm gonna pick a Buck player, but I'm gonna pick. You should pick up
Sterling
uh
Shepard,
Trey Palmer.
Trey Palmer.
Go
Okay.
go pick him up.
Did he cook?
Go pick him up. I don't know if he's gonna do well, but it's still fun.
Okay.
Go pick up oh, what
Hey,
was the guy
buddy.
I talked about?
Quandale Dingle.
No, he was like that deep that he's on the Niners, I think.
Oh,
Oh no.
Joe
Oh,
Flacco.
it
Joe
was
Flacco.
Jacob Cowing.
Yeah, go pick
Jacob
up Cowing.
Cowing.
No, don't do that if you're in a redraft. Actually, honestly, if you're in Dynasty, don't do it either. Do it next
Brady,
year.
he might come back, I think.
yeah, Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. Well, what a great episode per usual. Ryan, thank you for being our lovely guest on episode 11.
Thank you.
Thank you all for having me. It was
Um,
wonderful.
Oh, best believe you will be back for another episode. Don't worry, we will have returning guests. Don't
Let's
even.
go.
But yes, this
Yeah.
was episode 11 in the books. I think next week we're gonna roll with the original four. I think back to back special guests. I mean, they were both bangers, but we got to get back to basics.
Absolutely.
So
Back to basics.
yeah. See you on the best episode 12, Mr. G's favorite number.
Tom Brady.
Why is that, G?
I was born on the 12th of February.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. Shout out February 12th. Yeah, I mean you know how it goes.